Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be finishing TexTalks BattleTech The Marauder. Now, this is going to be starting on part 6, Historical Influences, and I really kind of want to see where this goes, because The Marauder, I like this mech already, and all the other crazy shit, all the designs, the fact that there's so many, just, the Marauder 2, oh, I need to go on eBay still, but Christmas is coming up, and there was a, budget on that. Then January comes around, then Marauder 2 on eBay, yeah. But more importantly, we're going to just jump right in, and I'm just going to blast this out, because I really want to see this, man. Because I haven't watched this in a bit, and I really want to. Is it a good reason? Yeah, it is, and I'm going to do it. Otherwise, you guys know the deal. Link below, original video. Hit it up, and let's get started.
It's not just the mech itself that lives on. Alexander Kerensky, among his other qualifications, was a superb conceptual mech designer.
Oh, yeah, he did the Atlas, right?
He would come up with a concept and demand people make what he wanted.
Did he just say level 99? Yeah, level 99 Russian strategic genius. You know, before 2022, that was probably not a compliment. But it really isn't now either. Oh yes, Russian strategy. We definitely know how to lose war.
Most of these ideas were pretty goddamn fantastic, as it gave us designs like the King Crab and the Atlas. Interestingly enough,
okay, I knew about the Atlas because of the Atlas video. I didn't realize he also designed the King Crab. God damn. These are like the iconic
putting the Atlas together and decided to choose a reliable power plant, they went with the most proven and reliable one they had.
Oh?
The established Vlar 300.
The one from the Marauder.
From the Marauder. You'll find a lot of inspiration of the Marauder in many other mech designs. One thing you may have learned about the military-industrial complex is that original ideas are feared for
Steal from the best.
And then copied. This leads to a few interesting designs I'd like to speak to.
Is that an urban mech? I think it is. I can't tell if it's a bigger one than normal or not.
And don't worry. Some of these will get their own lectures.
Ooh, previews.
First of which is the Night Star.
Okay, I've seen Night Star in Mechwarrior 5. It's pretty damn cool. This, I would not have realized this was a Night Star if he hadn't just told me it was. Okay.
Night Star came out of the Americas.
No, I'm just going to say it. I was trying to hold back, but it looks like they strapped a blimp with arms and a chicken walker, and they're all separate mechs. They just happen to be connected to the blimp. It's like, who looks at a blimp and goes, I'm gonna put guns. Okay, never mind. Actually, that's something people do, but still.
Civil War, when SLDF Command noticed Damaris's troops prioritized command units for destruction.
Makes sense.
These command units were Marauders, so GM decided to do something about that.
Upgun it.
If the Marauder 2 is a steamroller, the Night Star is the vengeful spirit of the Star League. 2 Gauss rifles, a PPC.
Now this is the art for the Night Star I'm used to seeing in gaming. God damn, I didn't realize I had little hands. Still though, that's just, oh dude, it looks so cool. Kind of ridiculous, but also cool at the same time. Yeah.
See, and with 14 double
2 Gauss rifles?
Sinks,
PPC.
it's
Medium pulse lasers.
95 tons of angry.
14 double heat sinks. 18.5 tons of Royal Star. I don't know what Royal Star armor is, but anything Royal and anything to do with BattleTech usually is really damn good. Maybe not as good as some of the very, very late end stuff, because they finally started progressing, but for a lot of the timeline, god damn. Also 2 Gauss rifles and PPC medium pulse lasers. Oh. Intended use. Command Marauder. Yeah. Forgotten gem. Amaris be gone. Tiny hands for high fives. You know, I'd say that's kind of ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure there's probably someone out there who, in canon, did high five with this. Because I've been told there's so many weird things, I wouldn't even be surprised.
It was only made for the first year of the Amaris Civil War.
Only?
Because Amaris prioritized the factory's destruction.
Yeah.
Add that to the list of things Amaris ruined, please. The Night Star disappeared from history for 250 years.
How hard did it come back,
before being resurrected.
Yeah.
It quickly earned a place in Solaris arenas as king of the assault circuit.
Dude.
The Bandersnatch, on the other hand, is an attempt to use the...
That... Bander's baddest. This is it's a mech. I'll give it that. Putting all of the look like missile tubes literally right under the cockpit. Maybe not the choice I would have chosen, or in the torso, or in the shoulders. But hey, it's where they got the room for it.
The Marauder's parts to make a mech that's more or less. Look, it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not awful.
Really?
It's not even cheap.
So it's expensive and okay?
It has LD-10X autocannons, LRM-5s, and it's...
Okay, 3 LRM-5s, that's a thing. 6 medium lasers. 2 are rear-facing. Oh, useful, I guess, if it's in a circuit. 10 double heat sinks. Anti-aircraft, worse than a rifleman. Fire support, worse than a catapult. Frontline support, versus not mech only. So in other words, it's a worse choice than everything else. Okay, so it's a generalized mech, huh? It'll lose against anything, but it'll always at least have a place. Considering how many mechs are highly specialized or just up armor to the point it doesn't matter. If you're in a place where you have no idea what the fuck you're going into, at least it'll be good at something. But if you have any intel at all, this is not a good excuse.
It's a product of the immediate post-clan invasion era.
Really?
Is it a great mech for the ages?
Post-clan?
No. But it will show you how far the design can be stretched by those wanting to make a quick...
I should specify Dark Age as in the Secession Wars when things are going to change, just like cobble things together. I wasn't expecting clan, though. Like post-clan invasion.
Buck on its name. The Maelstrom was on the drawing board before the collapse of Star League. It was...
There's only one SLDF concept drawing on file. Actually, production version may differ. It's like someone thought a locust was too small, which accurate, and then just decided to go full on. What the fuck? I mean, it's got the legs far enough forward, but it's got them so far forward, I'd actually worry it would fall backwards because there's so much weight rear facing. Like, those are huge legs, but I don't think there's nearly enough weight. Unless the back of this thing is a lot lighter than that front nose. Oh, wow. It's like, it's not a bad design. I like the detail of it, but also at the same time, I'm just sitting here going, why? Why do you need a locust? Like, is it supposed to be a jump mech? Like, with legs like these, I'm assuming it's got some kind of jump capability just to literally jump, not jets. I mean, literally just push themselves.
Was resurrected after the rediscovery of lost tech with the Helm Memory Core. Plans for the Maelstrom were contained within, among many other unique technological finds. The Maelstrom is everything the Marauder could have been.
What?
If Star League had lived. With an XL engine and 19 double heat sinks, it's...
How the ultimate 75-ton Marauder... So this is actually an upgrade? The leg, it's so low, but the legs are so far forward. It looks so weird. 75 tons, 14... Ooh, Royal Star... Goddamn, a Ford. Well, that's why they never produced any. Found on roadside dead. Well, that's their mistake. ER ER large, laser tag. Sorry, I have PTSD with giving this to a AI control pilot in Mechwarrior 5, and then it's like, locking on, just constantly saying that over and over. And yes, sure, it works, and they have good aim, and they use it well, but just, dear God, I couldn't stand it. It was worth having a worse mech just not to use that and have that all the time. Sorry, having Mechwarrior 5 AI flashbacks. Oh boy. Small laser and 19 double heat sinks. That's a lot of laser. Like, dear God, that's a lot of lasers at a lot of ranges too.
Fast and heavily armored.
Oh,
it
fast?
clips along at 90 kph and carries
90! I mean, the only time I hit those kind of speeds with anything heavy or above is when I really fuck around with a mech in a heavily modded version of Mechwarrior 5. The fact that this is the cannon mech that has all of these guns, not too heavily armed, but really not lightly armed either, and it can move that fast at that tonnage? Okay. God damn.
a respectable amount of firepower.
For
75
freaking,
tons.
it's basically a scout at that
Some
point.
would try to claim the Rakshasa as a Marauder spin-off, but I
it?
disagree. A Rakshasa is a mad cat put together by people in the dark, and those people were denied the use of precision tools and the right to proper education.
Yeah, it's a weapons platform. Yeah. 2 LRM-10s, Artemis 4s, 2 ER large lasers, medium pulse, 2 medium lasers, 10 double heat sinks, scaring strangers with a mech-shaped object. To be fair, that is also literally the purpose of the skull on the Atlas, so that's not actually a bad plan.
The clans, on the other hand, loved the Marauders so damn much that they made their own. The 2C variant with, well, it's evolutionary to say the least.
Big
In many ways, it's a midway evolutionary step between the Marauder 1.
Wait, this is canon? I thought this was one of the unseen that they just took off from product disagreements with Robotech. This looks like a Robotech design. But apparently it's not. Cool, like drawing of it, but damn. 85 tons. Oh, Marauder Ill Clan. One ferrofibers, 340 fusion, 3 ER PPCs, 2 medium pulse lasers, 4 ER small lasers. If you get close, that's going to do something. 21 double heat sinks. Oh. That is a lot of heat sinks. Long range engagement, essentially a clan upgrade Marauder. I mean, yes, but considering so much firepower can be brought to bear, like, you don't want to use the ER small lasers. You really don't. They have the range of a medium, but a medium pulse has the range of a large sometimes. I mean, I'm just going again off Mechwarrior 5, which I know is not perfectly accurate. 3 ER PPCs, though, that is... Yeah, that's point and click at that point. God damn.
1 and 2. It's an 85-ton assault mech with 3 ER PPCs and good heat control. It stands as a reminder that the clans could never quite forget where they came from.
Oh?
And had based their culture on an idealized vision of the past. I personally find it a less good maelstrom, at least in the bring more of the Marauder to the Marauder concept. But, again, I have my biases.
What mech was this? Because I know he was talking about one, but is that a Rakshasa? No, it's actually really small because you can see how large the pilot window is. Is this a smaller medium variant? Huh.
And while some would claim the Mad Cat, or as those weirdos call it, a Timberwolf based on the Marauder, I'm going to set the record straight. Phelan Kell's Wolfhound, upon first contact with the clans, had a targeting computer error versus what was then an unidentified mech.
Yeah.
The computer thought it was a Marauder, and
a catapult.
then it thought it was a catapult, and then it kept glitching between them. The display read MAD-CAT, which was then made its proper name by a certain telecom.
Mad Cat, lol. To be fair, Mad Cat actually does sound a little cooler than Timberwolf. Granted, considering Clan Wolf made it, they might actually take that as the mortal insult.
Company and their foremost strategic mind, who had already a good idea on how to solve the problem. But, well, I've already covered that story.
Comstar's great gamble. Yeah, honestly, now that I actually know some of what's going on, I do need to do live streams, just going back to the original videos and, well, basically roast myself over like, oh, wow, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, which is exactly what I already know, but now I actually have context. It's been over a year, hasn't it?
At 6.6 million C-bills, the Marauder is an attractive weapon system for anybody wanting to win a war in style.
Yep.
And have such an investment last.
Ooh, rotary autocannon. You can actually see the spinning function up there. Neat that they added that in. I actually got that across in the art.
Until the next war, and the generation after that. The sheer number of designs the Marauder influenced are legion in number, and considered to be a part of the same family.
That phrase they have very eloquently written out. Is anyone else reading that as butt hound? literally, I'm not the only person seeing that, right? Just me? Okay, it's probably just me.
In short,
oh no, guys, it's
GM
the
took a
Buckhound.
gamble, and for their
the
efforts,
BPL Marauder.
they became a household name.
God damn,
Every
Boston
mech
Public Library is
pilot who's
crazy.
marched off to war knows
Space
what a
Station
marauder
13 too.
is, or they will soon learn. In summation, the Marauder was the first prototypical command mech with the ability to do everything from fire support to direct assault.
It did it so
could
well, it
be
stuck
argued
around.
to be a prototype Omni-mech, for if nothing else, it lent itself to a variety of roles and did most of them well enough without suffering any great
Oh,
shortcomings.
yeah, it basically is the idea of what a
It
proto-mech
outlasted
or
its many
Omni-mech would be.
contemporaries through Civil War, Succession Wars, and an Exodus. They're still stomping around today because they are durable, reliable, cheap to work on, share parts intercompatibility with many other mechs, and are goddamn sick.
Okay, that last part actually is surprising to me. Part compatibility with different mechs. I guess that would make sense in the sense that like a GM part would have fit a GM engine, and there's been so many varieties of the Marauder. I could kind of see that, but I was actually expecting, especially early on in its production run, that wouldn't be the case, just because heavily specialized everything. Granted, they did buy out an entire production run a couple times over, so still though, he didn't say different Marauders. He said different mechs. So there's enough similarities that this thing it's like getting a GM engine. Actually, I have no idea how much a GM, like it's like getting a Honda or a Toyota. Not even a Toyota, just getting a Honda. The parts are there, and any Honda can kind of work. Also, if I just said something that offended any gearheads because of how wrong it is, yeah, there's a reason I don't take care of my own cars. I am not a gearhead. That's actually kind of surprising that just parts from completely different mechs would actually find feasibility. That's very dynamically, well, sufficient.
They are a reminder of what the Inner Sphere could make in its golden age. The golden age of Star League.
Love this art.
And when manufacturers had to design and build the best they could, or risk losing market share. In short, the Marauder is a finely balanced war machine built in a better age, preparing for its darkest hour. Despite everything thrown at it, this
Dude, I recognize this art. Wildcat, yeah. He always has the really cool art. The style has like the brushstroke, but then heavy detail on the actual mech. And cat girls from Canopus. Quite nice.
badass battle mech survived, thrived, and continues to stay relevant to this very day. The Marauder is, truly, a more elegant weapon from a much more civilized age.
Or age. Oh god, Marauders are the lightsaber of BattleTech. I'm fine with that. Final thoughts.
I want to take the time to humbly thank the magnificent work of our
Spacer.
dedicated artists, historical conservation.
Oh, funny thing about Spacer, I've actually jumped in, or not a live stream, but I saw a few of the streams he did with a few guys from my Discord, or one specific guy, and yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. They play a lot of Mechwarrior, and I'm just sitting here going like, why are they moving so? Oh, they're playing a version that doesn't have nearly as many ungodly amounts of mods as I do. I've modded the game to hell and back to the point where it's barely the same game. It's probably a problem. My computer's probably going to blow up if I turn it back on again, ever. Like, if I turn the system on, it will literally melt something. I'm so tempted, though. I might. If this video isn't uploaded, it's because I turned on the computer, I had to replace it because I really want to play now because I'm watching this.
Conservation teams and archival specialists who make this lecture series.
Dennis Thompson. Oh, that's what it looks like. It's painted.
Without
Yep,
their
Wildcat,
Herculean
yeah.
efforts, we would be lacking
Called it.
imagery to
Cat girl.
accompany some
Nice.
of the greatest scenes in our shared
Again.
history.
There's some interesting
We
alternate
stuck
versions of that
in
art.
the unfortunate position of having to
DC
imagine
Bruins. Oh god,
everything.
this guy's art. I love the
It is
grayscale.
their work which allows ours to have the impact it does.
I don't remember
And I
seeing this art in
encourage
the
you
game.
all
Not
to
the game,
support their
oh.
professional development. Many of these
George
enterprising
Ledoux actually did this.
individuals are hireable and do nothing.
Oh yeah, that was
very
actually art they
best of
commissioned,
work.
wasn't it?
From the artists
And this is
to
what
the
it looks
voice
like.
talent,
Oh, God.
I thank you all for continuing.
So many
to support
freaking
this
amazing
lecture
artists,
series.
man. I wish I had the money to commission them all.
Yeah, excuse me, class. I normally don't take calls in the middle of lectures.
What?
But this is coming in on the old emergency channel.
They have an emergency?
And technically, I am in the militia. One moment.
What?
I have found you. You have mocked the clans for the last
To your
time.
face many times.
For your insolence, I am declaring formal battle for possession of this dirt ball.
No.
My mighty fleet is on its way to slay you.
I'd like to point out the implication is the fleet is on the way, but you are not.
I bid one warship and a whole trinery to conquer your pathetic
Trinery?
world.
Are you threatening the whole planet at once?
You dare mock my Batchall?
No, just you. The Batchall is taken in good faith. You are taken as an idiot.
I got him to say the line. Okay, seriously though, how'd you get here?
We followed the jump point we discovered on a redacted Comstar chart.
Of course,
the old
Comstar.
jump point. Well, there's
Also, it's really cool seeing Texas variation here. Dude. Like the grizzled veteran and extra damage around the eye, so the eye patch is probably as much just to cover the scar as is the eye missing. That's insane.
there's very good reasons we don't use that anymore.
Do you answer, my Batchall, or have you no honor?
Okay, sure. I bid the minefield Comstar put at our jump point after we kind of made him mad.
What?
Wait, what?
Well, I guess Comstar accidentally helped. Things you don't usually say.
And bargained and done.
Freedom-loving people for 38 days since last hostile occupation. Please keep your nose clean and spend your money. Free State of Van Zandt. Age tum negotium. It's just 2 AK-47s with wheat and a star. Nice. Only 38 days since last hostile occupation. Who was there before the clans failed at the minefield? Probably Comstar. I didn't crash. It's a freaking Mad Cat that crashed right through the sign.
Well, hi there, it's me, Mr. Catch, and I'm running a
What?
special down here at Catch's big old fancy shooting store. Van Zandt's most special shooting store there is. We got all kinds of shooters, big shooters, small shooters, fucking full auto shooters, and it's really
No, go back. What the hell was
special shooting
that?
store there is. We got all kinds of shooters, big shooters, small shooters.
I'm assuming it's a prop. But I've been told there's enough weird shit that maybe someone will tell me this is a real gun and it does actually fire as a bolt rifle. I'm assuming, again, it's just like a model, but... You know, sure, no, weirder things have happened.
There's fucking full auto shooters, and it's really neato. But that's not all. We got ourselves a full set of services. Want a gun blued? Want a gun painted? Want a gun deep fucking fried? We
I'm not a mechanic or a gunsmith, or apparently on as many illicit substances as whoever tried this. But because there's actually stuff on it, that means they had to get it prepared in advance for there to be stuff that would even flake on. So someone breaded the handgun and then put it in a deep fat fryer. You know, there comes a time where I want to move on from this, and I'm going to, but even as a joke, who deep fries a gun? No, please don't tell me someone actually did this. There's an entire channel of them just deep frying weapons. This is like, would you like the pike? A sword, a rapier, an AK-47. We got rockets, missiles. We even deep fried a freaking mini tank. Not a full tank, couldn't fit. The mini tank did. Had to get a bathtub for it. Very hard, very difficult. Wasn't very cooked all the way through. I hate me some uncooked tank.
fried, we got that too. Why? Because we can. Because the customer is always right. We
No.
made a whole line of custom in-the-house made 1911s. Why? Because 47 world wars. That's why. But wait, there's more. That's right. To capitalize on changing needs of our customers, we're rolling out the
Also, is
first
that
bullpup
background
while you
from
wait service.
Cyberpunk?
Bored with your gun? Want something new? Got a rifle that needs to be weird? Why not
Nerf?
bullpup it?
Whoa.
Pistol? Bullpup it. Rifle? Bullpup it. Shotgun? Bullpup it. We'll bullpup anything and everything. We'll bullpup your car, aerospace fighter, anything you want. We'll cut, saw, weld, and boom, bullpup. Also, don't
I don't
forget,
know what a
we have a
bullpup
full
is
line of
even.
laser guns for when ammo is scarce. Yeah, lasers. It's light that hurt. Want to play laser tag with some serious fucking stakes? Buy a laser rifle. It's the most fun.
Thing is, they actually do have working laser rifles as a military option. They're mostly a prototype stage right now, but they can actually shoot down missiles. If it's a clear day, their view's unobstructed, and they know exactly where the missile's coming from in advance, and they have a few seconds to lock onto it without any distraction. And by distraction, I mean any particulate matter in the air, basically. Also, you just happen to have them with a massive battery pack. It's very much a work in progress, but they actually do exist.
One you can have with a light aside from the sun all day. Just come on in. Free balloons for the kids and a free hand grenade with every purchase. Remember, I'm Mr.
This
Catch,
is Van
and I
Zandt.
know
I
a
don't
thing or
expect
two
anything
about shooting
different.
people.
Hallå där! Behöver du en kontorstol, en lampa eller möjligtvis lite nya möbler? Behöver du förvaringslösningar?
Are they doing Van Zandt, IKEA? It's like Build-A-Gun, isn't it?
En ny garderob?
New
Eller
wardrobe.
en ny uppsättning
Set
med
of
skålar och tallrikar?
Plates?
Behöver du vapensystem?
New weapon system?
Fälthaubitser,
Howitzers,
handeldvapen,
small
eller
arms.
kanske en ny eldkastare?
Flamethrower.
Vi här på IKEA i Fria Rasal...
Okay. So it wasn't Van Zandt IKEA. It was Roslag. Free Roslag IKEA. Build it yourself. You'll never figure out how.
Haug har full fokus på dina vardagsbehov
God.
här i sfären. Vi har allt ifrån...
Did they seriously just... They actually...
Vi här på
No.
IKEA i Fria Rasalhaug har full fokus på dina
They
vardagsbehov.
did. They put the Gundam in the background. Oh, that reminds me. At the day I'm recording this, they just actually made a fusion reaction. Not even theoretical. They actually did it today. And I'm freaking out because if Tex hasn't already sent a letter to GM asking when they're getting on this, I will be very disappointed.
Behov här i sfären. Vi har allt ifrån fusionsmotorer,
Fusion
fulla
engine just
uppsättningar
literally
vapensystem,
happened. What the fuck?
dalahästar, fraktcontainrar fulla med köttbullar. Om
Meatballs?
du vill ha det
If you want it, we
så
can
kan vi
supply it.
tillhandahålla det. Behöver du en ny mediumlaser?
Medium lasers?
Såklart att du gör. Varje mechpilot behöver en mediumlaser.
Why would you have the teeth? That is weird. Also, do they have the trails in the back one? Yeah, I think they did.
Vi tillhandahåller det.
If you want, we can supply
Behöver du
medium
en ny
lasers. Funny that they showed medium laser on this one. They're here, and honestly, it's a great paint job. But they have the missile coming out with the trail, and it's really distinctive. And then the medium laser behind is like, oh, they're cool, but what? Yeah, sure, whatever. Really neat model, though.
Mediumlaser? Såklart att du gör. Varje mechpilot behöver en mediumlaser. Med vårt nya paket
I don't know what
Smältpunkt så
mech
får
that
du
is.
4 mediumlasrar och 4
I
kylflänsar.
feel I've seen it before.
Vår nya ergonomiska katapultstol
slag?
Slangbella kommer
Wait,
med
what? Our new ergonomic ejection seat, Slangbella, comes complete with a magnetic cup holder and masseuse function. Actually, considering how often sitting in a seat for very long times does lead to problems, that's not actually a bad choice for Mechwarriors who would spend extended times in a seat just to keep blood flowing. They actually have something similar for patients in beds that automatically move them a bit so that they don't get bed sore. So I know it's a joke, the massage function in the mech. It's not a bad option, actually, just for sheer creature comforts that wouldn't be nearly as heavy as the eject function.
Hörande magnetisk dryckeshållare och massagefunktion. Personalen här på IKEA i Fria
There's a free
Rasalhaug
launch
är
like IKEA is
dedikerade
dedicated
för
for
att
providing
tillhandahålla
effective
smidiga
solutions
och
to everyday
effektiva
needs,
lösningar till
both
dina
on and off the
vardagsbehov
battlefield.
både på och utanför slagfältet. Majoriteten av våra produkter
Majority
behöver
of our
endast
products
en inkluderad
only need
insektsnyckel för att
Allen key
monteras.
to
Och tack vare
assemble
våra
to use
lättlästa
read it. Oh, that is
monteringsanvisningar så kan
the fact that even as a joke they could write easy to read instructional booklets in IKEA in the same sentence. Yeah, no, it's the same sentence. Oh, wow. Even as a joke, man. No, they're not. They're literally just how to summon a demon if you could actually speak Finnish while also trying to speak Welsh at the same time.
Kan vem som
Vilken
helst
dryp
få
ska
sina
tro?
drömmar
Ja,
att gå i
nightmares.
uppfyllelse. Vi kan nu stolt meddela att våra
That was-
dalahästar numera är
Well, I'm
målade
not going to try to say
med
paint
fri färg.
with lead-free paint.
Hello there, it is me, the editor. Actually no, but anyways,
Bird?
do you long for a new type of currency that does not depend on the Federal Reserve? Do you long for a new type of meme coin that won't
Are they really hawking Dogecoin?
die if a solar flare suddenly wipes the entire internet? Are you completely illiterate on the
Nope, better.
subject of cryptocurrency? Presenting Goobcoin, the newest sensation and hilariously valuable pieces of nothingness that live in your head. Each
I love how they perfectly encapsulate everything to do about that online scene. Let's go with that word. Oh my god.
Goobcoin is
Valuable
indivisible,
nothingness.
incorruptible, and completely transcends the barriers of this plane of existence. The value
like it never
of each
existed before.
Goobcoin is completely dependent by the whims of its owner. So a single Goobcoin can buy anything from a candy bar to the entire country of Switzerland. That sounds
There's a joke in there
fascinating,
somewhere.
I can hear you saying. But how do you mine good coin? You see, the beauty of good coin is that each good coin is generated and stored with your mind. Each time you have positive thoughts, a single good coin pops out of your brain matter. So if you are short of blue ball, all you have to do is think of something like boobies and bam, you have a good coin ready to use. This
there
way,
must be a lot of good coins out there.
everyone is as rich or as poor as they please, leading the way for a perfect world. Because this system has no flaws whatsoever.
I don't see a problem with
it. The best part is that if anyone refuses to accept your good coin, that means they just broke the NIP, meaning that you can legally take their stuff by force with no repercussions whatsoever. To get you started, you get 1 complimentary good coin for watching this video. Because you are worth it. Because you deserve it. See? That was easy. Yeah. So go into the world, my children, and spend your goob wisely.
Note from me, just don't spend your goop on children. That seems like a bad idea.
Hey, Discount Dan here, and despite having all of my merchandise seized, set on fire, exploded, burned, thrown into a lake, and bombed from orbit, I found a new way to make money and help you at the very same time. Let me ask you a question. Do you like loot boxes, arbitrary subscription fees, early access? That's right.
Stadia. It's funny because I don't think I know anyone who still has that. Also, is that the one that went out of business? I don't actually remember.
Right, Discount Dan doesn't need any merchandise to sell you empty promises. So let me unveil my latest product service thing that is in no way a scam. Discount Dan's newest and only exclusive video game.
Did they actually do $9.99 or $99.99? Recommended by your friend Mr. Tex. I don't know, seems kind of sketchy. Also, yeah, no, it was Stadia that went out bad. They made a joke about it being a scam, and they showed the Stadia, which went out of business after a bunch of people got invested because they were making games and they weren't actually told it was going out of business until they heard it in the news. Oh, that isn't even a burn, and then it became a burn. It's like a future burn. It just happened to age well.
Discount Dan's Adventureland and very real good game. Here's how it works.
Yes.
Step 1, you give me money. Any money. You put your money in my hands and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to think about doing. I am going to make a video game. Will it have RPG systems and a deep economy simulation? Sure. Why not? Will it be multiplayer and support VR? Absolutely, possibly it may. Will it be available on streaming services and virtual...
I'm not going to ask about this.
VR? Absolutely.
I guess we're on to MooVR. I was going to make a joke, but this is just... It's so stupid. Someone tell me this is from a comedy sketch. Please tell me this is a comedy sketch. And someone didn't get extra large VR goggles for a steer. This is not a milk cow. It has horns. And they put it here. Why? I'm assuming the thought process would be, well, let's just put the VR goggles. It'll make them more happy so we can get better milk out of it. Production will go up and we're all good. It's a... Don't... No, don't milk it. No. Oh, no. Moving on.
Possibly it may. Will it be available on streaming services and virtual retailers and whatnot? Probably, maybe. Will I be spending a portion of the money to ensure the constant barrage of advertising through all media types to include early access to streamers and influencers to sell you my totally very real game? Probably I will. Maybe. I don't know.
The fact they acknowledged it is actually making him more honest than most people. I guess that means he's a very terrible businessman because he was actually telling the truth for a second there.
Don't quote me on it. But hey, in exchange for your payment, I mean a donation to my dream of being a game designer and respected artist, I probably might even throw in some very good merch for this game that is being made for real. Like this hat. Or these shoes. Look at these shoes.
What?
They even realistically worn in to simulate the main character of the game, Hobo Jim, who's based on a real
Considering how many games basically just have you being a murder hobo, that's actually a pretty good deal.
hero of the place. Did I base a game off of shady handycam footage I shot of a homeless guy who maybe was involved in some unlicensed blood sport on Canopus? That's none of your business. You aren't the police, and you can't stop.
Don't ask about Canopus,
so yeah,
man, just
give me the
not
money,
asking.
I'll make a game. Totally. It'll be great. But if you need guarantees, I'll promise you this. The Discount Dan pledge. I will always take your money. Guaranteed.
Each pledge to Discount Dan interactive crowdfunding experience comes with I refuse to sue, and this is a legal document, reward tiers, plus an exclusive NDA agreement in which you are legally obligated to shut up about the current state of development going forward, valid for the next 85 years. Oh, still faster than EVE Online. Or what was the other one? Star Citizen? Yeah. Early adopters will receive access to discount and totally not occult forums and receive free modding tools so they can fix whatever is left of the game should it ever be released in a pre-alpha state. This entire thing just causes pain. So much pain.
Tonight on WBPL 76.
News, probably trustworthy.
Tonight on WBPL 76.
A couch.
Welcome again to Celebrity Tabletop.
What?
With none other than special guest player Duncan Fisher. Oh, fuck, not again.
They got Duncan Fisher back.
Your team finds itself in the parking garage of the Aries Macro Technology building. You've prepared well
Do
to
it.
pile out of the armored van. You have spent weeks planning for this run. A simple matter of extracting a
What's he gonna do to fuck it up?
secrets at any cost.
I'm
Mr.
actually
Johnson
looking
was
forward to
clear. This will net you a handsome bonus, and finally your team will cross into the big leagues of
He's gonna shoot him.
Seattle's Shadowrunner scene. From here on out,
Shadowrunner?
there'll be
Oh,
parties,
I haven't
wealth,
Shadowrunner
and
ever.
respect. So what do you do, chummers?
I spin up my drones and try to locate an access point to jack into the Matrix. I'm gonna get us in there without much of a fuss.
Okay, what are those drones loaded with again?
Bees. Also, it's a talking goat and the talking bear in the VR headset doing the internets.
Gel rounds, no need to kill anybody.
A wise choice. No need to make a mess.
Alright, well, I'm going to astrally project and cover the drone monkey as he gets us in. Simple job, but those chip heads are...
So he's calling the bear running the drone a drone monkey? Well, it's Shadowrun lingo, isn't it?
easily distracted.
Listen, chummer, the trouble with that vending machine happened one time.
You hacked a peanut machine for free peanuts.
Rules are for losers. Peanuts are for life.
I drink
that
at
wrong?
least 3 or 4 beers to get ready for combat. Strong Bad Iron Fist is ready to rock, but only 3 or 4 beers in. No more, no less.
What?
Noted, noted, and noted.
Okay. And here he comes. What? I didn't mean to pause here, but 2. Neat.
I enter the scene.
It's not a scene. You were in the van.
I enter the van.
You are already in the van. It is a van. You were in it. You drove here in it. The van is sitting there.
I drive the van and bust some sick-ass donuts.
The van has no keys in it.
I don't need no keys. I'm Robo Duncan Fisher.
What?
You are a substantially augmented human, but you are not a robot.
Go gadget auto theft.
Roll electron.
Sorry, I was. Go gadget auto theft. Go gadget tax fraud. Go gadget escape corridor. Oh my god. It's not even funny. I'm just laughing because it's like nostalgia and then in the complete sheer surprise of that being said, I wasn't expecting something that stupid. I'm good. I was not expecting that.
Electronics.
Well, I got this
6
number.
The van is broken. You are holding the wheel in your hand.
Vans are lame anyway.
Hey, when I had to do that,
I get out of
try
the
to turn the
van.
van on.
Come
It
on.
disappears.
We're doing this again.
This smells like fucking
God damn it.
bullshit.
45 minutes later.
Careful hacking, stealth, and precision have gotten you through the tower. Despite a certain street samurai's proclivity and a player's insistence on breaking every single Aries employee's hands,
Well, if you disable the hands, they can't call for help.
Makes sense if they don't have implants or audio. Also, he's a street samurai. Of course he is. I love the fact that 45 minutes and they actually managed to cover for him.
People, you know, have mouths. They can yell for help.
Well, you ever
Not
break
if
those
their
too?
hands are broken. It's a scientific fact.
According to what scientist ever? I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure you can still yell with broken hands.
Not if you break
No,
through.
you can't. It's the future. Trust me, I'm from the future, and hands are very essential. You have to talk with your hands all the time.
My character is a troll, and this is the dumbest thing he's ever heard.
roll intelligence. Yes, this is the dumbest thing you've ever heard.
Joking aside, I've been both characters in this setup, and I love every second of this because I've actually done this so many times.
Anyways, before you is a penthouse of the scientists you must extract. Before this point, he was under involuntary house arrest. Now he's yours for the taking if you can get in without setting off an alarm.
Oh no.
Go Gadget Chainsaw Hands!
Of
You
course.
don't have chainsaw hands.
He
You
doesn't
have
have-
hand raisers.
Beatboxing?
Now I do.
You can't just alter the character sheet.
I can do anything I want. I have altered the character sheet. Pray I do not alter it any further.
Are we suddenly playing Star Wars?
No, it's me, Duncan Fisher.
What? Why was that a Star Wars reference? Did I just miss a Star Wars reference unironically? How was that a Star Wars? I don't get it. I'm being an idiot, aren't I? I mean, yes, it's me, so generally, but sorry, it's actually bugging me how I don't get that.
I cast Fireball.
You're not a mage. You can't cast Fireball.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah,
Wait,
do the
I
Molotov
thought we were playing D&D. Never mind. Let me read through my sheet.
that you just rewrote.
Let's see here. Symlink, Vidlink, ECM, ECCM. Here we go. HE grenades. That's basically Fireball, right?
Well, yeah, but are you
I
sure?
pull the pin with my teeth and throw the grenade at the penthouse door. For the inner sphere! Take that, you motherfuckers!
All right. Let's see here.
And I've been on this side both. I've been on both sides of this one. The idiot who's like, hey, this plan, fuck the plan! Going full Leroy Jenkins, and also be the guy going, God damn it, Leroy. I've done it both, and it's funny as hell. I'm literally cringing, but also loving every second of this. It's like reverse cringe on top of actual cringe. I don't get it, but I love this.
Explosions in a confined space.
Duncan,
I don't know why I keep playing
This
with
is
you
your
guys. Every time
fault,
we come in
Goat.
here, it's another explosion or some crazy stuff happens.
This game is too complicated. Just have the thing blow up, like this.
Son of a bitch!
Blew up.
Son of a bitch!
I
Hey.
am frankly amazed and horrified. We are literally on fire.
Oh, I bid farewell to my beautiful land, and has mustered and ordered.
A very special thanks to GM Legal for having a sense of humor about all this ever since the Blackjack episode. Where's my fucking fusion power plant? Yeah, no fusion power in 2020. No goblinization in 2021. This. Oh, timeline sucks. Okay, fine. Credits. Here we go. And again, I mentioned it earlier. 2022. We got fusion power, man. It's actually real, finally. Not just the 60 plus years of getting ready for it, or theoreticals, or failing to make it, but making me a little practice here. No, they fucking did it for, bazillionths of a second, or billionth of a second. I think 7 bazillion, not bazillionth, billionths. It was measured in billionths of a second how long they actually did. But they did it. It actually happened. And for the time it was going, they made more power than they put into it. And it was like not a sustainable amount and not sustained, but they did it. It's actually possible. Sorry. I am recording later in the day because prior to this, I was geeking out about this to my wife for like much longer than I really should have been. And I love her. She actually put up with me doing that. I've been doing this all day and it's fucking amazing. So yeah. My just excuse to geek out because they mentioned fusion. Seriously, Tex, send that next letter to GM and ask them, because at this point, they might actually have an answer. And I really want to. If there's enough nerds at GM and they know fusion's available, would they actually put together a plan to make a promotional? But what mech would they choose for the promotional battle mech? Can always go something simple. I mean, there's always the Mackie. I mean, it's a good place to start. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know, but just yes! And that was the Marauder. Tex did a great job, and I just really love this. Also, just the motions about, hey, GM, you're looking at apartment and having a good sport about this, and where's those damn GM fusion engines? And just, I'm sorry, I'm still going on about this. I took a break. I just went back to this setting. I still want to talk about it, man. I've been geeking out all day, and I regret nothing. I will if my wife gets upset about it. But so far she hasn't. She's actually endured, and that's probably the right word. To just me doing that. It's cool. Yeah, I'm having a geek moment. It's been honestly, the geek moment's been sustained for longer than 12 hours at this point. I should probably seek medical attention if it goes for another 5. If it doesn't, though, I'm going to be okay with this. But basically, that's the Marauder. Next up, the Warhammer. I am looking forward to that one. Like, I keep talking about how I want to get these mechs from eBay because there's custom prints. And I have, and I will, and I got a few up there that you can't see because they're actually technically still outside of what my camera covers because I just don't care. And I've got a ton. A lot of Black Knights, actually, now that I think about it. But I haven't got around to the Warhammer yet, which is weird considering after playing that in Mechwarrior 5, it's probably one of my absolute favorite mech designs ever, and I just really want to get that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next one. So if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And we're done. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.